So here's what I got so far. Pretty much just a little floor plan I built out and tested with and stuff. I didn't do much with it except, build where I want each room. It took a while to decide where I wanted everything because there's a bunch of different components for this and I wanted a room for each one. And this one is basically my landing pad, funny enough. For my angel. Goo kitty. I mean horse, yeah. That was my cat's name. Balls. Alright, so this is pretty much my workshop spot. That's going to be my engine room, which is the final stage. But let's start with the first stage here. Alright, this will be my storage room for all the oil. This will be a little refinery room. Then the oil will go from here to the refinery. Then over to the refined oil room, which is the one I built most of so far. And then the oil will fall down this hole like I just did and go down into this passageway. Well, in this case, this will be refined oil, not the fuel. And it'll go in this little room I got down here, and I'll probably run it underneath the floor and through the walls and everything. And I thought it'd be just, neat to have like little walkways and stuff down here. And then it'll go in here, probably into the wall, and then up out the floor under here. And this will be where the engine room's at, right up here, and I'll have a bunch of engines right here that I can power. Now that also requires water, which I'm going to build a water room right here with a bunch of pumps and pump out a bunch of water, and it'll fill up the engines. Now I'm going to make that with my own personal water spots. Pretty much the infinite water trick. Yeah, it'll work. Hopefully. And that'll be about it. I've still got all the walls to build and some of the floors. So let me just, well, I guess I'll get started with this right here. Now, what I decided to do here is pretty much just make my little walkway down here. And it'll be kind of like an access hatch and stuff. Let's throw on a little building music. Yeah. So, I'm going to be building with a couple different materials. Marble, well, I guess marble brick, basalt, and basalt brick. Now, to make any of this stuff, you just throw in a bunch of the stuff in here like this, pretty much. Basalt, like this, it'll be 4 of them like that, and you get 4 basalt bricks for each stack of 4 you got in here. Just like that. There we go. And this stuff may not necessarily stack quite right sometimes, but oh well. There we go, and do the same thing with the marble. You can get marble brick like that. And I thought it would make a pretty interesting building materials here. So stack this stuff like that. Hopefully not get it too confused. Switch these two there. All right. Now, all right. Let's continue on this thingy here. Let's see. So here's the floor, and this thing wanted to be 3 down, basically. 1, 2, 3, like so. All right. This will be the floor, and I gotta dig out one extra spot down here because I'm gonna put marble brick on the bottom. One more. There we go, like that. Marble bricks. Gosh. Yeah. Okay. Now this ought to look pretty when I'm done with it. Now for the center pillar. Now I could make this hollowed out in the center if I really wanted to, but, well, I thought this looked neat. Sort of looks a bit like the Buildcraft gates, if I ever get around to making those. Now, those aren't like your fence gates. That's your and/or and advanced gates, iron gates, golden gates, diamond gates. Basically redstone versions of pipe, pretty much. Now that's what I plan on building up to, that and a quarry, and those are the 2 big reasons why I want to build this place. I thought it'd make some interesting video, plus honestly, so far I've had a lot of fun building this. Just coming up with the interesting design, just for different rooms for this so far has been neat. And so far, I decided to make this place rather, well, less, it's more abstract rather than, straightforward or has a really defined plan. I just kind of winged it. I liked how it's turning out. I think it's kind of fun and stimulating to make something like that again. Because normally I like plan out something and make it very symmetrical. I specifically, well, I did plan this place out, but I specifically decided to make it non-symmetrical. I suppose I could probably put that stuff back in there. So it kind of decided, well, it kind of led to an interesting building design and ideas as well. I may actually make some more of my stuff later less symmetrical than I normally do, but still well designed, so I can still make a good design and it not be symmetrical. I think it'll be a neat challenge. Get up here. Alright. Throw some regular marble in the center here. Or, well, this ain't the center. Well, kind of the center. Center of that wall, anyway. Get up here. Now, I actually had somebody, and probably several somebodies over time, request that I make videos every day. I would love to. However, there's two good reasons why I probably can't right now. That is because I recently started a new job, and that kind of takes up a lot of my spare time. It's not like a full-time job, still part-time, but still, it does take time and energy. Also, well, I'm slow, as in, it takes me a while to come up with an idea and then decide how to implement it. I usually mull over an idea for days. For instance, that palace that I made on the multiplayer server of Buildcraft, that thing took, well, I thought about it for like a week and then took another 2 days just to plan it. So, you know, it comes up with I come up with interesting things, but I'm really slow to do it, basically. So here's my basic starting thing. It looks like this room too. I'm going to make it look just like this pretty much. Oh, fell down the hole. Crap. Also, I need to make an entryway to this. Probably put it right here or something. So this will get me over to my little hallway here. There we go. Oh, crap. That isn't it. Oh, crap. Alright, I wanted this here, and that down here. That's not my hallway. My hallway's over here. Okay. Remember, non-symmetrical. It didn't quite go as planned. Okay, there we go. That's my entrance. Okay. And I'll probably make it too wide here later. Let's see. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and place my levers where I want them, basically. Okay. 3, 4, and this will make me decide, and you know, I can figure out exactly where I want the tanks, because I can put tanks on all the walls except possibly this one. Maybe I'll probably just live with this many tanks for now, and if I later want more, I can put a couple more here or something. Alright, next thing up, if I can look over here, was okay. I need to put redstone engines. Now, you can actually run off of just one tank if you really wanted to, but, well, I want to make a whole bunch of tanks and store a whole bunch of this oil, and that way I can decide which tank I want. I can just come over here and flip the switch and empty out some tanks or something, and that would be that. Now, how did I get the rest of this? Okay, next up is a bunch of insulated, well, waterproof pipes for wooden and regular. Well, let's just, I got another record in here. Let's see, I don't have that many records just yet, so it takes a while to get a hold of these. Let's listen to Strad. I recently got a hold of these. I decided to take some time to do that. In between this episode and the last, I went out in the desert and made a little trap for creepers and made, lured over some skeletons and forgot my pipes. Yeah, and we had a good old time in the desert. Took like hours. Now I got 3 of these things because, you know, I kept on having the creepers explode the whole trap and get out and everything. It was a mess, a big mess. It sucked. So yeah, it takes a while to get a hold of these records. See, I guess those 2 types, pipes and tanks. Okay, there we go. Let's give tanks! Oh. So, go ahead and throw these things on top, and I'm going to have to move all these, You went in the wrong spot, by the way. Get over here. Right there! Stay there. You know you like it. I'm going to have to move all these over, and I need more of these thingies too. I'll get to it. Alright, where's my wrench? Alright, point all these up, not to the right. Yeah, if these things have more than one direction they can go, you can right click on this and it'll cycle. You can put several of these engines back to back, and it'll power a device that it's connected to through the other pistons if you want. Engines. Bleh. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw my tanks on top of all here, all these. I'm not sure how high I'm going to make this. I'm probably just going to make it so, hey, I can make this any height I want. And leave the part of the ceiling open for the tanks, because I can extend them further and further into the sky later. Maybe I'll settle for 3, maybe? I can't seem to stand on top of that when I do it, but... Alright, let's do it like that. I wonder if I can get on top of this. Yeah, okay, there we go. There's the third tank. Go ahead and do this over here. Okay, a little parkour action on my tanks. It takes a lot of glass to do this. So much glass. Alright, do that there. Alright, this ought to hold a good bit. And I can extend this later. My idea really was to pump out most of the oil into this refinery and just get it all done and over with. And I can use a chunk loader later and make the whole place act on its own when I'm gone. That way I can, well, when I'm like at my main house, it'll still go. So what do I need? Wooden transport pipes that are insulated. That's what I needed. So yeah, there's interesting devices called chunk loaders. I'll make some later. I accidentally made a whole crap ton of those. But yeah, you can... I know there's at least 2 different mods on here that I've got loaded that's got different kinds of chunk loaders. And all the chunk loaders do is make it so all your devices keep going even when you're out of the area, basically. So you can go on a little vacation. Did I accidentally put a stick? Yeah. I wonder if this will break. Oh, well, it broke and it gave it to me. That's good news. So these tanks won't link up to each other when they're right next to each other. They got to be on top of each other. That's the only time they'll ever link up. Alright, I'm going to have to put some glass in the floor here. Let's see if I got some. Yeah, I got glass. I'll put it here. All across this edge here. In the corner. Put that there. And I'm going to have something... making it so I can't fall down there. Let me go ahead and make a day. Get over here. Get over here. Go sleep with the horsey. I put my bed in here. It's safer. So, later I'll have to throw up walls and the ceiling and stuff on that. But I'm going to make this whole thing work first. And then I can make it pretty. Okay, this all looks done and everything. So, I'm going to have one set of pipes to fill up this whole entire structure. Not that kind. I want one set of pipe, or one pipe basically, coming off of the oil well, and that's going to be this one. And it's going to be going right here, and this will fill up any tanks that are connected to it if I hook these things all up, like so. And I link this line up to the oil well, which I'll make next. Okay. And then I'll run another set of pipes off of these wooden ones. I want that to be gold for a good reason. I'll get to that. So next thing up is the oil well here. Okay, let's get over to this thing. And yeah, I figured I'd just make this, you call this thing an oil derrick apparently. I thought I'd just make this thing basically a little decorative, just for the fun of it basically. Yeah, it's not going to spawn in with all this stuff around it. So you can put this oil well I got right here, this whatever it's called, what is it? Pump? Yeah, you can put that thing as far up above the oil as you want. It'll work. Actually, I wonder if I do want this here. Probably. So I'm going to go ahead and make another ring in the inside, just like so. Okay, and I'll put that there for now. Put this next to it, and let's take a look at this. exerting its influence. No. Should be, yeah, there we go. You can see that little yellow thingy right there. It's putting down its little pipe into the top of the oil here. And yeah, it takes a moment to do that. So that's just its thing doing its thing, pretty much. It can reach all the way down to bedrock with this little bit of, well, with its stick, whatever it is. And it'll go where, well, it'll pump up all your oil. Now, next, I need to take this stuff somewhere. I'm going to, well, I need to move this with a wrench first, okay. I'm going to take this and move it probably this way. I actually want it here, like so. Now, this pipe can be as long as you want. I think it'll still work. I don't know if it'll work if it's an unloaded chunk or not, but whatever. I can probably just leave this up in the air a little bit, because it's going to have to stay way up in the air once it hits this building anyway. Put it down to here. And where do I want it coming in? Probably right here. And I'm going to have it come in... Should I have it coming in on the inside? I might. I can't have it right here, but I can put it right here. So I'll probably have it going through the floor here. Yeah. Down here. I suppose I don't have to have it up in the air. It'll work nicely this way. I can move this stuff around later if I really want to. I'm going to put it here. Like so. Pop this here. Start jumping. Ah, fell. Fail. So gravity impaired as usual. It's just the way it goes. Okay, and it's all going to be linked up to pipes anyway and pumps, and it'll spread the oil throughout these. I don't know if it'll do it evenly, but oh well. So let's get this thing going. I just got to apply some power to these here, and this should do the trick. I'm going to try this just with four of these. Hopefully it'll work. I don't honestly know. I might have to use something more powerful than these. Oh, there they go. They just took a while to get going. Okay, that's good news. Now let's see if this thing actually pumps anything. I'm hoping it does. Push! Push! Ah, there it goes. Took it a minute. And we got a little bit of oil. Now, I'm not really worried about this thing pumping fast. I only got one oil well, and pretty much, yeah, it's the only spot I've got oil sitting around here anyway, and it's going to take its sweet time anyhow. Plus, I got to refine it all, so I got time. I can let this thing fill these things up and stuff. Besides, I got to finish building the rest of this place. That's going to take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this mess in a little bit. This can stay that way for now. I think it was this kind of marble. Yeah, okay. I wanted my corners like that. And throw this here. Okay, so you can see this oil going through the pipe, and it's collecting in one of these. I think there might be a little bit in this one here. Yeah, there's a little oil there. And it's going to throw some oil in these, hopefully evenly. That'd be nice. And they'll eventually fill up. Now, the next thing up here is I got to transfer this oil over to a refinery, which I'm going to put in this room. So I'm going to go get all the stuff for that. Okay, I think I got everything I need for now. I'm going to start with a bit of piping here around this. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of gold right here, gold piping. And the reason why is if I decide to go and power a whole bunch of engines with oil instead of refined fuel later, I can get a lot more fuel out of these a lot quicker than I would have normally been able to. So I'm just going to run this here, and then I'll probably run it through the floor someplace and into this room here. Now I'm probably just going to chuck in one of these, say right here. That'll work. And I'll have to hook up all the extra machinery and stuff. I might even redesign this room, I don't know. And run a bunch of pipes and everything. Now the idea here is I wanted to run the pipes through the floor and stuff. So I might run this pipe right down here. That would probably work pretty good. So pop this thing right here. And jump down the hole myself somewhere. Yeah, well, anyway, if you see here, I can't fall down that hole with this stuff in the way now, so it's okay if I leave this open. Well, I'm going to drop down here, replace that there. Well, that's one too low. Alright, right there. Okay. Now I can go ahead and run this pipe down in here, and I'm probably going to put a spot in the wall here for it. Just like so. And I gotta dig out some of the rest of this. Okay, I'm going to a room I haven't dug out. I think it is back here. Is it? Somewhere? Somewhere there's a room. Okay, here it is. Alright. And I'm gonna have like a hollow spot right here with glass flooring right there so I can see what I'm doing and stuff. But I gotta run this someplace first. So I'm gonna run it underneath like that. So I'm gonna have a spot here. Also I'm gonna have a walkway back here and an entrance to this room, and it is, here's the center, so the entrance is going to be like right here. There we go. And I can pretty all this stuff up. Alright, got that dug out and pretty up. And let's get working on this. Now currently here's the problem. Now if I run this cable, well, if I put gold right here, it's going to connect to that pipe, and I don't really want it on that pipe. I want to extend this out like so, and then run it down this way. Now at this point I could run this pipe later down the hallway here up to engines and the engine room, and I could also for now, I'm going to make it go this way and hook it up with regular piping here to this here. Now, the reason why is because if I want a whole bunch of oil down to... if I later run this cable way down here to the engine room, that's going to be up here, I'll use gold pipe. But if I just want it ran over to all of these things here, they slowly work, so I don't need a whole lot of oil to them all at once. I can just use regular piping here. And that should work just fine. Now to figure out how I want to hook this thing up to, well, to extract the oil from it pretty much. What to do? Actually, I got an idea on that. I think it'll work pretty good. Now the idea here is I'm probably only going to have one of these every so often, like every other spot. So if I put another one of these right here later, I should be able to suck out of both of them at the same time. But don't quote me on that because it's just an idea. I don't know if it'll actually work. So I'm going to put this like that. Oh, if I also do that, I'd probably have to run the pipe elsewhere, so I don't think I will do that. I think I may actually just run this out the top. Or probably, yeah. So I'm going to put this thing like so. And I guess I can put this right here. That should work. And then I can run pipes off of that. Wrong kind of pipe. Pipes off of that, like so. And over to this room over here, which I'm going to build the exact same way as I built that one. Let me get to that. Okay, I got that room built well enough anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this to this over here. Let's see, I'll probably just run it through the wall and everything. And this is probably high enough. I'm just going to run it to this one tank for now, because it's going to take me a long time to get a hold of enough oil or fuel to fill any of these up. So I'm just going to run it like that, and it'll go over to here and fill up this one tank, and I can flick the switch here and it'll pump stuff over and out and around and everything. And I'm going to run this pretty much into the floor right here downstairs. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to go ahead and run a little bit more of that down there. And let's see, well, next thing up, I got to get a hold of the water room. I gotta get it going. Now my idea with that is probably several pumps at once. I was gonna do probably 4, but I'm just gonna get 1 pump built for now, and because I only got, well, see, I only got 1 pre-built right now, and I'll build the rest later when I got a whole bunch more engines and stuff going. Let's see, what else do I need? I probably need some more redstone engines too. Okay, now to get started on the water room. Now I want a floor right about here, so I'm going to throw that there as a reminder, so I don't dig this too wrongly. Alright, the idea here is I want to stick 4 pumps in this area, pretty much. And basically means I need at least 4 spots for water. And just in case, because sometimes if you pull water out of the wrong square or the wrong corner of a 4x4 or a 2x2 infinite spring, basically, sometimes it'll break the spring. So I'm going to make 3x3 infinite springs instead. And, you know, just to be safe, because I definitely don't want this thing to ever explode on me or die or decide to not work. Because if you run combustion engines without water, they just explode after a while, and that's not a fun time. So I'm probably going to want the pump at this level, and water, I'm going to stick it like 2 below that, I guess, or 1 or 2 below that. So as a reminder, pump there, well, actually it's going to be about like here, and water down here. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty this up a little bit, because that's what I do. I don't make anything ugly, at least I don't like to. So let's go ahead and throw in, you know, a little something nice down here. Yeah, little pretty thing. Yeah, I might just be the Bob Ross of Minecraft. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. One day. Wahaha. Alright, and go ahead and extend this down here. I want this prettied up too. It's got to be pretty. I don't like ugly things in Minecraft. Because if I'm going to take the effort to build something nice, yeah, I'm going to make it real nice. So, dig all this mess out, throw a wall in right here. So I'm going to have 4 of these basically, and it'll be separated right here in the center. I'll actually throw a little basalt in the middle here, like so. And yeah, that ought to work. Hopefully that ought to look nice. And there's some here. Go and do that. Put that there. Knock this ugly crap out. Get out of here. Now, earlier when I was digging this stuff out, I found something. Something slightly interesting. Actually, it's probably like a little ways over this direction. So, yeah, when I was digging over here, I found a pit. I almost fell down this thing. And it went quite a ways down. I had never bothered to explore the bottom. So be careful when you're digging. Occasionally, the floor will just decide to fall out from under you. It can be fun times. Fun indeed. Especially if you like the feeling of falling. So, yeah, be careful. Sometimes the train generator likes to surprise me. It's fun and funny. So I got lucky on that one. I was like, oh, let's just dig this out, and then everything decides to fall and keep going, and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a hole down there. So, fun times indeed. Okay, that ought to work. I'll just throw this there. It's not going to get seen anyway. Actually, put this here, because this is basically... Where is the doorway here? Right here? Okay, fine. I'll stick the doorway here. Get that out of the way. I'll finish prettying this stuff up a little later. I just need to get at least the basics of this part done. And I'll go ahead and finish this real quick. Because it has to be done. I might have an inconsistency here. Let me fix this. Oh, OCD. Why you gotta be a thing? I mean, you don't get OCD until you start playing Minecraft. It's just the way things are. I've never been OCD in my life. Why do I gotta be OCD now? No. Oh well. Soon I'm gonna start trolling myself with my own OCD traps, basically. Okay, let's get this thing going. Put the thing here, see if this works. Nope, I'll put it over here. Okay, and I'll pull out the middle here. Throw one here. There we go. Put another one here. Now, if I pull one out the center, yep, it works. Works just fine. Yay. And that should be good and safe. And when I put a pump here, I shouldn't have any trouble. So I'm going to throw the pump right in the center over the top. I got a pump right here. Right there. And I'm going to make a little something to power these pumps. I'm going to put it up here. Go ahead and put in a little bit of floor. I'm probably going to leave the top of this open because I got to run pipes and stuff. I'm going to run it off the top. I'll get more glass soon. So what I'm going to try is again running the pump off of 6 redstone engines. I know I can use 4, but I want to make sure this thing's got enough power to pump water as fast as, I want it to pump, hopefully super fast. And maybe later I can hook it up to a combustion engine and pump a whole bunch of water off of 4 pumps with just one engine. So, let's see if I can decide how to do this. I probably want this done in some strange manner. I was thinking I was going to do it like so, because I want this to have 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and I need wood conductive pipes like so, and then I need regular conductive pipes, in this case gold, because I don't want to lose any energy off of these guys. This is too important to lose energy off of these my water system, because I don't want my things to explode. Okay, do that, and throw more these redstone pistons on top. I'm gonna have to build up the wall here too. Okay, redstone engine on top, like so, and I'll reorient these shortly. And probably gonna have to have a little bit of wall here, and not why'd you have to jump in my hand? Okay, that'll work for now, and turn these things over, all facing the right direction, up, okay, and run some golden pipe. I think I'm gonna have it run this way. Let's see. Hopefully this will all work right and not be a huge mess and screw me over tremendously. Do like that, then pop this out of the way, and do like so. Okay, now I need to run some water pipes out the top and see if this thing works. Also gotta stick an engine somewhere so I can pump water into it, and hook up some levers everywhere. Now I found out you don't have to have a wooden pipe off of these pumps. This will work just fine, and I definitely want to use golden on this. Now I've had problems in the past where I had some pipes and I had one of these wells and I had like 4 engines and it wasn't enough. I had to have more water coming out than this thing had available. So that's why I'm going to use a whole bunch of these, well, 4 of these pumps, and have gold water pipes pumping off of it, because stone just didn't cut it, even with just 4 engines, and I'm planning on having like 16 engines. So I'm gonna have to pretty this up just a nudge more. Well, that's all for today. Join me next time and I'll finish working on this place and get everything done set up. It's gonna be awesome. See you later.